with the lads. So Matty C.
Alright folks, I can actually say I am very stoked and very excited to be experiencing this mountain experience with AJ here today at the Elkhorn Cabin, midway up Panorama Resort.
That's right.
So we have dramatic views and fine dining. Tell me more about how you came to be at this establishment.
So I grew up coming to Panorama as a kid. My fiance Nicole is from the East Coast of the United States. I wanted her to have an experience of living in the Rockies in the winter, and this couldn't be a better place. And we just happened upon this fun little job running a little mountain hut.
Well, I concur 100%. This is fun, this is exciting, it brings me back to the Alps experience. We've actually been to Switzerland, and this is beautiful.
Yeah,
I'm just in
it's
awe.
pretty special.
Let's talk more about this experience. I mean, this is more like a family group experience where you can get together with your friends and family and really have a fun, atmospheric dining experience.
Yeah, so this is a traditional Swiss French dish from the Alps called Raclette. The cheese is called Raclette, and then when you're eating the cheese melted together with other things, you're having Raclette. So traditionally it was like a sheep herder's food. So they would pack it up into the hills when they were herding their sheep and potentially other animals. So that's traditionally how it was done, by a fire. They'd put the cheese right up against the hot rock and just melt it, scrape it off.
Cowboy style.
So this setup here is actually more of a family setup for home use. It's appropriate for here because people love to cook themselves. But you will see raclette served other places where they actually do melt the big block of cheese and scrape it off.
Oh, interesting, yeah. Okay.
So we have potatoes, baby potatoes. We've got some local air-dried bison. Pickled onions, peppers, and then the gherkins. So
wow, so the accoutrements just kind of access more flavor. You melt that on top, with cheese on top of everything.
Yeah, so these sort of more acidic things are meant to contrast and play well against the fattier cheese and the meat. Yeah.
So we've learned more about the food, the experience. I'm a little curious about what drew you up to the mountains. Yeah, I hear you have a bit of a history on the hill.
Yeah, so I competed in snowboarding for 10 years. I actually did race here maybe once or twice, but I was all over the States and Europe and even
So you got
Japan,
a big taste of the alpine lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
Now we talking alpine hard boots?
Yeah,
hard
alpine
plates?
racing on snowboards. Yeah.
Were you on the Olympics team?
I didn't make the Olympics, but I was on the Canadian team for 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
On your time off, it sounds like you guys are quite busy. You're still getting out, making turns?
So we snowboard to work every morning.
Ooh.
And then down at the end of the day.
Guaranteed 2 runs.
Yeah, 2 days off a week. If the snow is good, we're definitely snowboarding.
Have you converted over to split?
To split boarding?
Yeah.
Haven't started that yet.
Haven't started that yet.
I'm getting Nicole up to the backcountry level, and then we're gonna dig into the split boarding.
Did you hear that, Nicole? Backcountry's in your near future.
Yes.
Now that's exciting, huh?
Yeah, it's good. This is the place.
Well, hey, it's been a pleasure. Just one last thing. I'm drinking this amazing elixir. I believe you call it Mexican coffee?
That's a Mexican spiked hot chocolate.
Mexican spiked.
Yeah.
Oh, so what went into this?
So we've got some cayenne peppers, lint dark chocolate, cinnamon sea salt, and a shot of cinnamon whiskey.
Wow. Well, cheers. Much obliged.
Cheers.
Thanks so much
Nice
for your
to
time
meet you.
today. We're
Yeah.
going to dig in and learn more about this on our own. We're a little bit green, but I'm really excited about this harder cheese. It's lactose free.
Yeah, it's a good match for you.
Cool, mate.
Cheers.
It's been a pleasure.
Nice
Thanks
to
so
meet
much.
you. Thank you.
Well, Kev, just finishing off here on the balcony.
Wow,
Dramatic views. How good?
stunning. Fine dining inside. Dramatic, stunning views on the exterior. I mean, this is the quintessential SnowChef experience. What more could you ask for?
Oh, I don't know. What more?
This
to
is
be in a beautiful hut, the Elkhorn Cabin here at Panorama. Oh, with Fruity's beer. Now that is the Fernie. The Fernie beer.
The Fernie Eldorado.
Eldorado.
It's a lovely IPA just down the road in Fernie. Shout out to the Fernie crew. We'll be seeing you in the next season or two.
Yes.
Oh, props are flying away.
It's amazing.
Beers are exploding. We're still having a great time.
Man, right on cue. We've got a bit of snow falling behind us here. We're on our way down to the Cliffhanger.
Cliffhanger Ski In, Ski Out Lodge.
I know.
Brand new, 2 months old. They just refurbished the joint. New chef, new menu, wonderful cocktails made by our friend Jess.
Yeah.
I've got the lovely Caesar with the Taten Bay pickle vodka.
Oof. Taten Bay, we love that.
Yeah, we were at the distillery yesterday. Yummy, yummy.
Let's enjoy our cocktails while the snow's starting to fall and see if we can not find ourselves a chef here.
Hey, let's do it.
I'm here with Chef Galasa.
Correct, yeah.
Thank you for making some time.
Thank you guys for having me.
And cooking
Appreciate
up
it.
a couple of little dishes here. They
I always
look,
love
superb. So talk me through what we've got here, which is on your menu.
Yeah, so just a couple of dishes that really have hit home with a lot of our guests. So starting off here is our fried Brussels sprouts dish. On the bottom there you have a bacon crema. So we have bacon lardons, a little bit of bacon fat, roasted garlic, some champagne vinegar, and some oil to emulsify that, and just a really, really nice creamy mouthfeel. The Brussels sprouts are deep fried from Ross, so they kind of sprout open and just have them in a bunch of leaves. And then we finish that off with some fresh lemon juice and a little bit of fresh grated Grana Padano. You can't go wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love the plate too. Look at that. It's
Oh yeah, the plate's beautiful.
messing with my mind a little bit. It makes me want to eat.
Of course, yeah. On our mains menu, we have the Alberta trout dish right here. So the bottom here that you see is a smoked palm puree. So just whipped potatoes, heavy cream, butter, and we smoke that butter actually, old school style in a hotel pan and everything. And then you have a saute of Brussels sprouts, lardons, confit carrots, some fresh tomatoes on there, and some parsley oil. And yeah, that's a beautiful dish that we have.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah.
And what have we got here?
This is our roast chicken plate from the dinner menu. So on the bottom there we have a bubble and squeak, so a potato cake. There's shiitake mushrooms, leeks, bunch of garlic in there, onions, completely dairy-free and gluten-free as well. So for our vegan friends, this minus the chicken is a good dish to get. We have some wilted greens on the bottom there, and then a beautiful squash puree mixed with brown butter and chicken jus.
So this is your menu.
Correct.
You've come to the Cliffhanger just this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you've brought all this new food, and it's looking superb, isn't it? You must be pretty proud of what.
Yeah, I'm very proud. Coming from Calgary and working fine dining for the past 6 years. It's a lot of stress, and I learned so much from it in terms of my cooking style and how I think about food. And so when I moved out here and kind of took a chance on it, I wanted to, kind of bring those two worlds together with casual food on a ski hill, but with fine dining technique and a little bit of fine dining-ness towards the plating kind of deal. So that's my main objective, and with this team here and with taking over 2 months ago, it's been full force and trying to bring that dream to a reality.
Yeah. You've got some superb food happening here. It's great to see, and it's something that we've noticed over the years in the mountain towns and the resorts, is that I guess the customer and the people that are coming have this expectation nowadays, I think, for good food, which is great for you guys to deliver.
Yeah, and I think that's a step in the right direction.
So tell me, what brought you from Calgary to the mountains?
Well, for me, being in the fine dining sector for so long, I kind of wanted a
get my feet wet in a different sector of cooking. And I've always loved the mountains, and I've always wanted to live in the mountains in some way, shape, or form. And I thought this was the perfect way for me to hit both those marks. And I just wanted to change a pace, so I moved out here, didn't even think twice, and here we are now.
Hey man, this has been awesome. We can't wait to taste the food here, and it's great. Come to the Cliffhanger.
Yes, please do. Come to the Cliffhanger.
Appreciate
it, man. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Well, Heavy K, here we are in Banff, finishing off, not quite the Powder Highway, but it's a good place to finish our beautiful trip that we've just had down and around the Powder Highway. How epic.
They call this the Gym of Canada. Splendid, spectacular, vistas, oohs and ahs everywhere you look. Staggering. What a rally of a trip. Bucket list, halfway checked. Halfway checked. We did about 3/4 of the Powder Highway. It was a great time. Lots of food, lots of skiing. We got powder, we got grub, we got drinking, we got friends, we got followers.
We got it all, didn't we?
We really did.
Yeah, it was epic, absolutely epic. Loved it.
Canada's Powder Highway. What an epic journey. So much incredible food, beverage and mountain vibes. As we boarded a plane back to Australia, we couldn't help but reminisce on the food and snow-obsessed times we had.
Don't forget, if you're a chef or a foodie, restaurateur, distiller, brewer, come and see us, check us out, call out to us. We want to come and see you.